John Eats Cheap with another, you know what, this is a longtime family classic. I grew up with it, and I'm going to be honest, when I was a kid, I didn't like it. It was hamburgers with mushroom gravy. Now, my mom would make this probably once every 3 or 4 weeks. Fortunately, she would leave my little hamburger patty out of the mushroom gravy because I did not like canned cream of mushroom soup, and I'll tell you why. Because my sister loved chicken and rice casserole, which was rice, wild rice, can of cream of mushroom, and like diced up chicken. And I would just pick the chicken out. I would only eat that. I couldn't stand cream of mushroom soup. But as an adult, I've learned to love it, and especially after I found out it's one of Elvis's favorite meals. Elvis, right. He loved hamburger steak with mushroom gravy, just like cream of mushroom soup. That's a pretty cheap meal. We're gonna make it with John Eats Cheap. I got my I home ground this. Now this is ground chuck, brisket, and beef short rib. Grind it up. It's a really fatty meat, but that means flavor. And a can of the cheapest cream of mushroom soup I could find at the grocery store. And this is just comfort food at its finest. You know, I like this. I'm forming this. You don't make it into a patty, right, like a burger. This is a hamburger steak. I always thought this was kind of funny. My grandpa loved this, hamburger steak. And when my mom would make it, it was hamburger steaks with mushroom gravy. I don't know what's steaky about it. Nothing. But it's a hamburger steak. We were, you know, eating high on the hog. Now it's cheap eating.
It looks kind of like a New York strip.
Yeah, it is. That's in the shape of a New York strip, right? All right. Now these are really fatty, so it's kind of tough to hold them together, but I'm getting them in there. I got salt in the bottom of the pan. Now I'm just going to add a little salt and pepper on top. That's my only seasoning. And we're going to brown these. Easy to do, right? I mean, it's like making a hamburger, but it's hamburger steak. Do it. Okay, so I like pulled open the, can of soup, and the cat came running. Dolores came running because she heard that, that opening can sound. Thought, cat food, cat food. Because about once a month she gets a treat of a can of, tuna pate or something. No, it's cream of mushroom. I don't think she'd like it. All right, flip those greasy hamburger steaks. Brown them on the other side, and then we'll add our cream of mushroom soup. All right, so our steaks are browned. Our hamburger steaks are browned. I poured the fat off because there was a lot of fat. And now the cream of mushroom soup. Just spoon it on top and spread it out a little bit. We're going to cover this and it'll spread out on its own. But this was the stuff I did not like as a kid. And I don't know why. And this was an Elvis favorite. By the way, during the pandemic here, if you're trying to find, this is tough to find. I hope you have some in the pantry because cream of mushroom soup, so many people are making casseroles at home now during the pandemic. It really is. You're lucky if you can find it at the store. I hope you can.
Any cream soup, cream of mushroom,
Oh,
cream
of chicken, all of the cream soups, because people are making casseroles. And I'm just going to go overboard here, I'm going to put the whole can on these two steaks. And there we go. And we're just going to cover that. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. I got it on low. And we're going to cover that and just let it simmer. Just like Mama used to do. There we have it. John Eats Cheap / Elvis hamburger steak and mushroom gravy. Comfort food favorite. This reminds me of being a kid. And Elvis. There we go. Elvis hamburger steak and mushroom gravy. Now Elvis, he loved like black-eyed peas for a side dish, something like that. I'm going to do some, look at that, some fresh broccoli and cauliflower. You know what? Here's the broccoli and cauliflower side dish, just steamed. And the only way I would eat this when I was a kid, when my mom made it, was if you cover it with some cheese sauce. So I'm going to do that. I mean, this is like mac and cheese for, vegetables. It was the only way I would eat green vegetables, anything besides corn. And you just make this with like real American cheese, not the sliced cheese food product. Just real American cheese. Mix it up. A little on the plate here. There, I got my cauliflower and I got my broccoli, right? Hamburger steak and mushroom gravy. Childhood memories, Elvis memories. Cheap. Comfort food galore. Just make sure the vegetables in cheese sauce. I'll try that too. Lovely. Very cheap, all homemade and quick. Really? That's what we do. Johnny Eats Cheap. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Click on subscribe and ring the bell so you know when we do new videos. Any suggestions? I do have a few more Elvis recipes coming up, so stay close for that if you're an Elvis fan. But if you have any suggestions or anything like that, let us know at Johnny Eats Cheap. Thanks for watching.